Hey, what's up, friends? Bad Guy Cam back with another NPBA battle. This week is week 8, I believe. If I'm wrong, the thumbnail will say differently, but we are going up against Jode and the Ann Arbor Ampharos, and I'm super excited for this battle. Jode's super great guy. He is the owner of the whole NPBA. We went up against each other season 1 in the championship battle, which I won. So there's definitely a little bit of history there when it comes to us battling. It's always a really tough battle, and things haven't been going too well for us right now. The playoff picture is looking a little bleak. I'm a little behind on stuff, so I don't know. As of this is coming out and going on to the YouTubes, what I've put out, what I haven't put out. I wasn't able to record my last battle because of work, and then the battle before that, I was able to get, I think I got a team builder recorded, but I didn't get the battle recorded. So I might end up doing some sort of post commentary on those, or I might just not upload them at all. I'm not 100% sure at this point, but I do feel like this is going to be a great battle, and I wanted to make sure that I got this one recorded. So we're going to kick it off super fast with our team builder. We're going to go through the team that we're going to be bringing against Jode. But first, let's break down his team. And he's got an absolutely terrifying team. So he's got Victini, Garchomp, Tapu Fini, Hawlucha, Celesteela, Mega Manectric, Drapion, Appleton, Regigigas, and Kabutops. So super big threats here if we're seeing stuff like a Victini and a Garchomp and a Tapu Fini and a Celesteela. So he's got some mons that I know very well that I love to use. And yeah, we're just going to have to see how it goes. So I think he's going to bring the Garchomp, Tapu Fini, Mega Manectric, Celesteela, Victini, and Drapion. I could see him trying to be sneaky and bring in like a Regigigas. I don't think the Hawlucha comes because of the potential ice weaknesses, and I have a pretty decent ice type with Alola Ninetales. But we'll just have to see what he ends up bringing. There's a handful of things that I think could come. Hawlucha is one of them. I also think that Appleton could potentially make an appearance here as well. But anyway, let's talk about the team that we are going to be bringing. And first off, we're going to try to make this quick because we're supposed to be battling now. But I will be getting to this in just a second. So yeah, here we go. Let's go through it. So we've got Jellicent, Man-O-War, Leftovers, Curse Body, Strength Sap, Toxic, Hex, and Ice Beam. This is a mediocre answer to a physical Victini. Bolt Strike's probably a 2-hit KO with Leftovers if I remember correctly. But really, we're hoping he's going to be running some sort of Scarf set, and then we can kind of play around it a little bit, because if he goes for the Bolt Strike, we have a couple other options that we can go into to stop that. So other than that, it does really, really well against the Victini. Takes V creates, does pretty good. We've got that max defense with max HP, and then a little bit of special defense. Strength Sap is meant to, take some of that health back, as well as lowering their attack. So that's one way that we're going to be able to handle that Victini. We're also going for Toxic this week over the Will-O-Wisp, again specifically for that Victini. We're able to hit it pretty hard with the Hex, and then Ice Beam has pretty good coverage for the rest of his team. So between Toxic, Hex, and Ice Beam, we should be able to do some good damage while staying healthy with Strength Sap. Next up, we're bringing Mesozoic, the Mega Venusaur, or Venusaurite, as its item. It'll be Thick Fat ability once it Mega Evolves, running Protect, Leech Seed, Giga Drain, and Sludge Bomb. Protect is a very call for me. I've been going back and forth between Protect and Giga Drain, but I do feel that with some of his threats, it is very much a possibility that we might need some extra recovery, but it also gives people a chance to set up, so I'm not exactly sure what we're going to be doing. But Leech Seed, Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb kind of just wears his team down. From a special side, Venusaur does a really good job of shutting down Mega Manectric. If he brings a special Victini, that could be a little bit of a problem. This also shuts down Tapu Fini super hard, and that's pretty much the main reason that we're bringing this. So we've got it's kind of an interesting spread. Mixed defense. We're running a bold nature with 52 defensive EVs and then 208 specially defensive. And that splits it up fairly evenly across the two. And it lets me live a couple hits from a Victini. It lets me live a couple hits from a Garchomp. It just kind of lets me live more than one hit, and hopefully that gives us some time to either get a Leech Seed up, Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, something to do some damage. Next up, we've got Emir holding the light clay, not snow cloak. I am glad I checked that. We definitely want snow warning, or else that would have been worthless. Glad I checked that. Okay, so we got light clay, we got snow warning with Aurora Veil, Nasty Plot, Freeze Dry, and Dark Pulse. Wasn't exactly sure what I wanted Emir to do this week, but essentially it's going to be here to hit a lot of things super effectively and maybe set up an Aurora Veil. So we have the Nasty Plot to get a little bit of extra damage. I could definitely see this him switching into like a Victini on this thing, hoping to get off like a big V create. We can Nasty Plot before he goes in and go for a Dark Pulse. If he's Scarf, then that's a huge problem. If it's not Scarf and we outspeed, then that's the play, right? But we definitely have enough speed to outspeed a Garchomp. We're able to OHKO with Freeze Dry, and if we get that Nasty Plot up, we're going to do a lot of damage to a lot of other things. Aurora Veil, again, there for the support. We're running enough speed to outspeed that Garchomp, as well as max attack, or max special attack, the rest gone into EVs, or into HP with the EVs. Now we're going to get into a super fun set that I'm excited for. We're bringing a substitute bulk up Zeraora, Luck, holding the leftovers. So we've got Sub, Bulk Up, and then Plasma Fist and Play Rough, which that combination hits his team at least neutrally for everything. And there's not a lot that is going to be faster, barring a Scarfer. So something like a Victini could come in, but we can hit it with a Plasma Fist before... if we get a substitute up, we can get some damage on it, see what it wants to go for, and then switch out accordingly. But I do think that this is going to be a really, really interesting set, and I hope that it works out well. But we are going for that Jolly 192 EVs in speed, max attack, and then the rest in HP. And this seems like a good set. We'll see, though, at the end of it all, if it ended up being good or not. Michelin, our Donphin's coming with the heavy-duty boots and sturdy, Stealth Rock, Rapid Spin, Ice Shard, and Earthquake. He's got a couple Stealth Rockers. I kind of expect him to bring Stealth Rocks this time. I almost didn't bring Rapid Spin because I was kind of going back and forth because his setters on the team for Rocks are Garchomp and Kabutops, and I don't think Kabutops is coming, and I don't know that he would bring Garchomp with Rocks this week. But it's definitely possible. But then I thought of Drapion and Toxic Spikes, and I was like, I could get rid of those with Venusaur, but I definitely want a way to get rid of those without having to go into Venusaur to get rid of them. So we decided to go for Stealth Rock and Rapid Spin both, and then Ice Shard and Earthquake kind of do that, what I was talking about earlier, where it's going to hit most things. Ice Shard to get a little chip damage, Earthquake's going to hit everything that's not on the ground, and that's pretty much our Donphan this week. Max attack, adamant with max bulk, and then the remaining just kind of thrown into that special defense. The last up, we are bringing Delta the Salamence, holding these safety goggles with Intimidate, Dragon Dance, Dragon Claw, Earthquake, and Thunderfang. So we're hoping that Delta can get in behind a screen early, set up a Dragon Dance, and then just start chunking some stuff. And then maybe switch out and do it again a little bit later on. So Delta's hopefully going to be a bit of a breaker for us and be able to get some damage in before either we come in with a Luck to do the setup sweep or Emir for the setup sweep. One of those two could potentially work out. But we're definitely going to have to see what he brings, because if he brings a Scarf Garchomp, that's going to be a bit of a problem. Tapu Fini's a little bit of a problem, but really not that bad. Tapu Fini's Ice Beam doesn't do a whole lot to my Salamence. And we are running the safety goggles just to prevent ourselves from getting chipped down from the hail, because I'm hoping that we can get like an Aurora Veil up and then get Salamence in behind it to Dragon Dance without taking extra damage. So enough speed to outspeed. I went ahead and I didn't speed tie with the Victini because I didn't think that was going to be worth it, because I'm able to take pretty much anything from the Victini except maybe a Glaciate. So I went ahead and outsped the Drapion with my speed. But anyway, that's the team. I'm going to go ahead and reach out to Joe to let him know that I'm good to go, and then we will go ahead and battle. Okay, and here we are for the battle, and it looks like we almost got everything correct except for the fact that he brought the Hawlucha instead of the Mega Manectric, which doesn't surprise me a whole lot, but that does put our Jellicent in a pretty good spot defensively. We're going to say good luck, have fun. Really looking forward to this one. Okay, so that being said, leads. I can see lead Garchomp and I can see lead Victini. Those are the two things I see up front. Looking at my team, that means that Michelin's my best bet. The only thing that it doesn't match up well against is the Fini, and if it's the Fini, then I switch into my Venusaur right off the bat. So I really like that to start off. My guess is it's definitely a defensive Tapu Fini. Looking at his team, because I don't think he'd bring Defog on his Hawlucha. I mean, maybe you never know. But my guess is that's a very defensive Fini. It's kind of looking at the team. I do think that Michelin's the best bet to lead, so we're gonna go ahead and just click that because I'm pretty locked in. Nice. Okay. Looking at the team, it's kind of what I thought it was gonna be. Zeraora is going to be a big win con for us. I think that Salamence might do some really good work here. Let's see. What do you call it? Ninetales is actually looking pretty solid as well. In general. But yeah, I definitely think that the Michelin is for sure the bring. Let's take a look just to make sure, because we have the sturdy, we also have the heavy duty boots. Worst case scenario, he leads with a Tapu Fini and starts to set up. Yeah, I think that's really it. Donphan's the best start off here. I could also potentially Drapion goes for like a knockoff and knocks off my boots. I get my rock set up though, and that's what I'm looking to do. Rocks are probably my best bet. Okay, so there it is. So there's the Drapion. We don't get knocked out. I think this thing gets Swords Dance, which that's super unfortunate. I didn't even think about that. But we are going to go for the Stealth Rocks because we do have Earthquake. He's going to be faster than us for sure. But let's go ahead and let's start doing some damage calcs, because that's the type of battle this is going to be. It's going to be a damage calc battle. Alright, so let's take a look at, what do you call it? Drapion. If you're running like a Swords Dance set, knockoff is not doing hardly anything to me, and I OHKO with Earthquake, so there's no way you stay in. Oh, he stayed in! And he did a lot of damage. Let me make sure I don't have like friggin' whatever it's called, Aurora Veil on my calcs. So if you are choice banned, that was a ton of damage. So are you adamant banned? You totally are. You've got to be, right? Because Aurora Veil's not checked. Adamant banned does 53.5. So he adamant choice banned max roll. Huh. So what's my best thing to take a knockoff? Or what does he go into expecting? I don't want to lose leftovers on luck, and it's way too early for that. My guess is he's going into Celesteela here. And I don't want to go into Jellicent in case he goes for the next knockoff. But I don't want him to get a free switch into Celesteela. I've got to go... Oh, he goes into Garchomp. Okay, this is a pretty good switch then. Pretty good switch. If I would have gone Ninetales, which I thought for a second, but then I thought, no, he's going Celesteela. We can't do that. So I'm going to Mega Evolve, and I'm going to go for the Leech Seed. And we know that Drapion is Choice Band Adamant. And I'm going to make that note. Choice Band. It's probably got like the sniper ability, if I had to guess. Not that I'm a Drapion expert by any means. But let's see. What's his switch in here? Probably Celesteela? Yeah. Celesteela, not Boots. We Mega Evolve and get a Leech Seed off. And then we go into... What do we go into? See, this is where the Will-O-Wisp would have been handy, for sure. Because I don't want to necessarily go for the protect in case he goes for like an autotomize, but at this point we definitely are okay. If he goes for an autotomize, and if he goes for a meteor beam and we protect, then that works as well. And then we can just switch out at that point. What to do? Because I don't want to go for Giga Drain. I don't want to go for Sludge Bomb. Protect would be a pretty decent move. If he ends up going for a Power Herb, Meteor Beam, then Salamence is an awful choice. Jellicent's pretty decent, except for... I knew this Celesteela was going to be a problem, but I think that Jellicent's the play. I thought so. Okay. And the Meteor Beam gets disabled. That's okay. He's going to lose some health. I don't think he's got anything to hit me super hard. Like, if he does go for an Energy Ball, what does that do to me? I think it gets Energy Ball, right? I know it gets a ton of Grass-type moves, so if we look at Celesteela, Autotomize Sweeper, and give it, like, Energy Ball, and he is at +1 versus my Jellicent, that is doing 78%, so unless barring a crit, we should live this. I'm going to click Strength Sap to get that health back. Goes into Drapion, totally fine. We know that something Choice Banded is coming our way. Could be a knockoff, could be a Poison Jab, could be an Earthquake. I think that Venusaur is probably our best bet here. Let's see how this goes. He does go for the knockoff. Great. So we do the same thing again. We click Leech Seed. We also got him to use his Power Herb on his Celesteela, so that's super great. Now he can't do that again. I'm super glad I didn't go into Salamence, though, because I thought about it for a split second, like, if he goes for, like, an Autotomize, but that worked out pretty good. That's also a -1 that did that much damage. Oh my goodness. Banded Drapion is crazy. It's definitely Adamant. What's he outspeeding with Adamant? Let's look at my team. Oh, we missed the Leech Seed. Okay. Let's see. So we missed the Leech Seed. That's definitely a little bit unfortunate. I should probably check to see how much that damage did so I can get a better idea of his Celesteela set. So let's do that first. Let's do that. So let's see his Celesteela. I'm kind of just making some assumptions here. So we have Sanctuary, his Celesteela, which did 31% to Jellicent. So if he is Meteor Beam, 31%, Modest or Timid, he could be either. That was either a low roll Modest or high roll. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Lost my train of thought. So an Air Slash is doing a lot. I don't know that I want to go for the Air Slash. He's probably got Earthquake, but I see no reason to go back out, not to go back into Jellicent. Okay, so we do see the Air Slash. It gets the disable. That's 2 disables. And what's his play here now? Probably either the Drapion, probably the Drapion again, right? So what if I switched into Nope. That seems like for whatever reason, that seems like a bad play. His Drapion's at 88%, and if it's Choice Band, he might be running some extra bulk on it. I haven't really been able to tell on speed yet. But if you're adamant, and then if I went into Salamence right now, Earthquake does not take you out. So, what to do? Michelin seems like a decent option. I don't really think Michelin's going to do much more for us at this point, knowing that Drapion's Choice banned and he already tried to come in with his Guard Chomp. So I'm going to do that. Okay, so Feeny comes out. He's probably going to go for the Defog. I really should have... I considered going for the Zeraora play, but not happening. Okay. Tapu Fini likely going to go for the Defog, so I'm going to go into Emir at this point. And see if we can't get an Aurora Veil up. Oh, he goes for the Hydro Pump and misses. Oh, bummer. Sad. So how much would that have done? So let's take a look at Tapu Fini. Let's say it's more of a calm mindset and we're running, instead of Scald, we're running Hydro Pump versus, what do you call it? Ninetales. Yeah, that would have done less than half. That's fine, though. That gives us the free Aurora Veil. Celesteela comes back out. We set up the Veil. 32%. And if you are that Autonomized Sweeper, Dark Pulse, Freeze Dry does not... Ooh, Freeze Dry almost takes you out. I see him going for Heavy Slam or something, maybe like a Steel. Let's see. I think this is the Salamence play. Yep, absolutely the Salamence play. Okay. And now we click Dragon Dance. Right? Because if he's Scarf Garchomp... Okay, so interesting. He's thinking he can't let me set up, but we might be able to... Whew! If I go for Dragon Claw here, and he ends up going into Garchomp, then that's a hell of a play. I'm gonna do it. Oh, heck yeah! Heck yeah, go into that Garchomp. Oh, he is a bulky boy. Rough Skin, Rocky Helmet. Okay, good to know. So, Garchomp. So he is fully tanked out, it looks like. Is that Dragon Claw? Oh my goodness. So no, he is like what? Impish, 252. Wow, that did nothing. How did that do so little? Rough Skin, Rocky Helmet did 28%. My calcs say that should be 48%. Oh my goodness, what are you doing? Huh. Again, not quite sure, but I do think that he's probably going to go for rocks here. Let's go Mana War. Okay, perfect. Earthquake. We're disabling left and right, all the disables. So now we go for Ice Beam. Aha, he goes for the Toxic, and I go for the Ice Beam, and there goes Garchomp. Nice. Totally worth it. Totally worth it there. Cool. So Garchomp goes down. Mana War goes for the Ice Beam. Let's see how much that should have done. Let's go to Jellicent, Ice Beam. Oh, easy KO. That's totally good, though. That helps Salamence set up later on. We've got 3 turns of Veil left. So we can do some cool things here for sure. So what's he thinking? Celesteela or Drapion? Maybe Feeny? Let's see, and I've showed him Strength Sap and Ice Beam so far. There's the Celesteela. Interesting. He might be trying to go for like a Leech Seed. My Hex takes you out, so I'm going to go for Hex. Disabled again. Oh my goodness. Jellicent. You led. Oh my goodness. I'm losing my words right now. Jellicent. Well done. Well done, Jellicent. He also might be trying to bring Jellicent down to a point where Victini. Yeah. Jode. 404 on the curse body. Not that it mattered, but it's funny. It is kind of funny. It definitely didn't matter super much, but still, same time. It's true. It's true. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Finish typing. So he's definitely still got that Victini he hasn't brought in yet, and the Hawlucha that he hasn't brought in yet. My guess is it's a Swords Dance Hawlucha and then like a Scarf Victini. If I had to guess. So here, he's going for the knockoff, so we're going to go to Mega Venusaur. He goes for the Poison Jab this time instead, and then we're going to go for the Leech Seed. Hopefully we won't miss this time. There's the Victini. It's not Boots. And then we're going to go for the Protect, see what it goes for. Goes for the Bolt Strike. I'm okay with that. Let's go into Michelin. Let's see if he switches up his move. Because I think Michelin's a little bit of... He's one of our most sackable members right now. Okay, that's what I thought. And then if he's stuck into that, he thinks I'm going for Earthquake. I'm going to go for Ice Shard, hoping... we should go for Earthquake. Yeah, because he's going to go into Tapu Fini here. And then that does tons of damage. Oh my goodness. Donphan putting in the work. So if he is... Let's take a look at this. Can I take him out with an Ice Shard? If that Earthquake did 80, he is super offensive and not defensive at all, right? So let's take a look at this. Tapu Fini, if you're like a choice Scarf set, ooh, Ice Shard still doesn't take you out. So that, I think that means we end up going into... what do we go into? Is Mana War still really good for Hawlucha and kind of the Victini? I think Emir's our switch in again. It's gotta be. Goes for the Moonblast this time, does 42%. So let's take a look at this. So that Tapu Fini went for the Moonblast on Alola Ninetales, doing 42%. So definitely max special attack, but we're going to get our Veil up, and then the Hail is going to take out Tapu Fini. This is going to be where he goes into Hawlucha 1,000,000%. So let's check this out. Hawlucha Unburdened Sweeper. And that raises special defense. Perfect. Okay. So I can't let him go for a setup move here, which he knows. So he's gonna knock me out, but I think that's fine. Because now he is super fast. So he is none speed and +1 on special defense. So he does live this if he does go for the setup. With the Veil up, I have to click freeze dry. Oh, he went for it. Okay. Well, that's it then. Because then I just go into Dawn Fan and go for Ice Shard. Easy peasy. Okay. Emir, thank you. Your sacrifice will not be in vain. And then we go straight into Michelin. And we don't care. We click Ice Shard. He switches out. And down goes the Hawlucha. Man, Michelin and Jellicent are absolutely putting in the work. So now we click Earthquake. He's going to hit me with something. Goes for the Ice Fang. We live it pretty well, actually. Dawn Fan gets the KO with Earthquake. Dawn Fan. Oh, killing it. Okay. This is where it could get kind of tricky for a second, though. So let's not worry too much about this. But I think Victini has got to be Choice Scarf versus Dawn Fan with an Aurora Veil up. We live the V-Create. So that's it. Dawn Fan coming through. My goodness. Wow. Jode, great game. Oh my goodness, you had some super scary threats on your team. But I got to shout out Dawn Fan and Jellicent this match. They absolutely pulled through. Great job. Thank you everyone for watching. I'm going to definitely get this one up. I got to throw out the GGs. GGs. That was a great game. You have some crazy threats. But anyway, yes. What was I saying? Oh yeah, we're wrapping up the video. So thank you for watching. Again, I'm not exactly sure when this video is coming up in the chronology of the NPBA and what weeks we're on, but hopefully you enjoyed this battle. I am definitely going to try to get some more in. Unfortunately, we're still in the playoff battle, maybe, but I don't think so at this point. I think our record's like 3-5. And I'm pretty sure you would need to at least win 5 to make it playoffs. So we'll see, though. We'll try to win out the rest of our games. But anyway, thanks so much. See you next time.